Hey, happy Hopeville Friday to you. I'm out here by the baby chick pen, and I just opened the door to let them out into their out yard so they could be on some grass. And I was hoping they would come out here and I could get them on camera, but they are a little timid about the door. They were up there by it, and when I opened it, they ran back the other direction. So maybe next week on the baby chicks. But anyway, I just want to come by and wish you a happy Hopeville Friday. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about an emotional bank account, or an emotional account, I guess. A few years ago, we did a book study on Gary Chapman's The 5 Love Languages. And if you've never done that, I would encourage you to read that book or listen to it on Audible or something like that. It's really good, and it explains things in a way that most people really grasp the concepts. And we all have a love tank, we all have an emotional tank, and time and again that needs to be filled up, refilled. And it's kind of like respect. You can demand respect, but that usually won't get you respect. You have to earn it, and it's kind of the same way with your emotional tank or your love tank. Really, the best way to get yourself filled up is to pour out to someone else. That sounds kind of weird, especially if you're feeling like emotionally or maybe your love tank is low, and it's a continual process. But when you pour into someone else, when you encourage someone, or in the case of the 5 love languages, if you speak their love language, my daughter's is quality time. So if I spend quality time with her, I am filling her love tank. If I don't spend quality time with her, and that has to be on a regular basis, it gets low. And her and or I, neither one recognize it right off. But go a while, we get busy. She has a schedule, I have a schedule. Getting things together with her graduate work is it's always changing, and so is my schedule. And but it is well worth the time to carve out some time and spend that time together, because it recharges her, but it recharges me, because not only do I benefit from time with my daughter, but it benefits me by pouring into someone else and seeing her liven up and seeing her enjoy that time together. Daddy-daughter date, lunch date, whatever it is. Take your son, to something sports, or I guess we don't do too much sports anymore, but something that he likes to do, or would just some quality time. It makes a huge difference. So I've got one peeking his head out the door. Next week I'll get you a picture of this, I'll tell you for sure. But anyway, that book by Gary Chapman is extremely good, and we've been reading a devotion together about emotional love tanks and how you can fill one another up that way. But it's an ongoing process, and it's very rewarding when you, even your spouse, when you figure out what their love tank, what their love language really is, and you refill that tank on a regular basis. It's very rewarding, both for you and for them. And to see that in action, to see them pour into someone else, it not only motivates you, but it gives you energy. It gives you drive. And we have a lot of negativity, and we have a lot of division, and we have a lot of gripe and complain and carry on. There's plenty of that. But when you read that, or when you are experiencing that in whatever way it is, through the television or whatever, video, that doesn't really leave you. You don't come away from that thinking, boy, am I charged up, I just heard that great argument or whatever. No, that drains you. That takes things away from you. So my encouragement for you today on this Hopeville Friday is to pour into someone else and receive that reward that you get back, just that energy that you get back from pouring into someone else. So hope y'all have a great weekend. I have 3 chicks with their heads out. Oh, one almost come out the door. Next week, I promise we'll get these pictures on here. All right, you guys have a great weekend.